So let's get this game maybe finished. It loads all the patch mods. Okay, welcome back. Okay. Jump. Will it ever move? Some mods are too sizeful. Fine. You can even get yarn. It puts a lot of yarn inside. But yeah, I remember.
I have nothing left to sell.
Pressure. Oh, come on. Walk around. No. Ah, der schon. How to destroy this? Ah, here. Oh jeez, I really hope landing in a mysterious place like this won't get us into too much trouble. Oh, I hate it when this happens. I have to charge. Okay. Why are there crows operating cannons? Please stop these things. Boss battle. Nice. I'm kind of impressed by that. Na? Oh, that was close. I see. Oh, I thought I saw it. But there's another one. Whatever. Ah, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Does she thank me now for stopping them? Ah, he's just gone. That's a way to solve them. How to get there? Ah, yeah. Ah. Think about it. Damn. Oh, I did it again. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Ah, whatever. What's up with my brain? Oh. And okay, this time I need to rub the whatever. Is this button a problem? I don't know. Again. Wonderful. Wow. That's too stupid for that. Is my controller defect or what's the problem? Wow, this guy is just as beautiful as any other planet. I could sit here for hours. You with me. Ah. Whatever. Would not have done that. Wait, I had one more already. Ah, here. Oh, and just up there. Notice. Oh, damn it. I am stupido. It's me, stupido. I have the feeling either the problem is in this game or my controller. Ah, wait, I can just... Ah, okay. Ah. Okay, Madcore Madness I have. Lost Sponsor, I think. Koala Food Frozen. Wolves getting rich. Maybe I have to... Ah, maybe the conductor told me, but yeah, my idea is... Lossie, where have you been? You doing alright for yourself? Listener, one of my leftover bombs went kaboom, launching me crew are flying until we landed here anyway. Do me a favor, Lars, there are a few thingy-machings floating around. Use them to get us back home, will you? I've got a screen test tomorrow and I don't want tech-neck DJ Grooves to humiliate me during me showing again. Ah, X4. Wolf's getting rich. Ah. Wait. Ah, das. Okay. But that's awesome. Okay, let's move on. Ah, this loading time is terrible. What the fuck? Even kills my game. Ah. Why is my controller not working from time to time? Bob on Battlefield, let's see. A lot of Mario levels made. Even the music. Wow, I'm impressed. Oh man, I saw this speedrun so often, but remembering all the references. Even exploding. I just wanted to say the health is missing a bit. What even? Nice. Even let's try to get this. Wow. I've did the last one of course. I always did this stuff as first. Nice. This motorbike is just missing and fuck these physics. Okay, let's get last one. Ah. Not that. That's kind of stupid. It's sending me back every time. I mean, that's part of Super Mario, of course, but shouldn't be part in this game. Should have known it. Oh, this. Oh, great. I'm impressed. Let's see. Ace attorney, a hat in crime, an express turnabout. No, I'm not sure what I have to expect. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. I can't get caught. That bird person is nothing to joke about. I'll have to pin this on someone like her. Dang. If I pin it on her, then nobody will expect me. 9:03 a.m. Dead bird court lobby. Bird Jury 15th. This was the beginning of a series of cases, most involving birds. On the 15th of Bird 2018, head kid stood in the lobby of Dead Bird Court. Hey, darling, you ready for this trial? Your auntie's freedom is on the line. Head kid's uncle's sister was accused of murdering an express owl on the Owl Express. I know the conductor is most definitely rigging this trial in one way or another. It will be your job to see through his deception. I know you can do it, darling. On this fateful day, a fervent battle for truth and justice was about to begin. Dead Bird Court, Room 5. Would you like to enable hints? Oh. Bet you were expecting a gavel slam, huh, fox? Too bad, my caught my rules. This judge looked pretty familiar to her head kid. No then, fools. Court is now in session for... kid, what's the defendant name again? It's E... Not enough numbers. Then it's just E9. Of course, it was a test to make sure you had your wits. Court is now in session for E9. Is the defense right? Oh, wait. The defendant. Oh, of course. Always, Your Honor, we are doing just fabulously. That's great. And you, prosecution? The prosecution is ready to win this thing. You two don't have a chance of getting a not guilty, I can assure you. Wonderful. And would the prosecution like to begin their opening statement? Certainly, Your Honor. On the 12th of birthday at 8:03 p.m., the victim was stabbed to death with a knife. According to the autopsy report, the victim was stabbed 3 times, all in the same general location. The crime took place on the Owl Express, the boiler room. I've added these crime details to the court record. Crime details added to court record. Hey darling, usually if you were the head defense you'd be able to look at the record, but since you're co-defense right now, I'll just ask occasionally if you wanna look at it. Like right now, you wanna look at that evidence you just added? Great, take a look. Which evidence to inspect? The paper attorney patch, DJ Groove made it for you. You are 100% genuine attorney, totally. On the 12th? Oh, okay. These are pictures of the crime scene. They were taken on the 13th. Ooh, very incriminating. I can't wait to pass on that guilty verdict. I wanna do it right now. Not so fast. We haven't even had any witnesses yet. Do you have any more evidence, conductor? Why, yes I do. This is Owl Express schedule detailing the rides that the train had done. It says that this particular trip lasted 3 days, from the 9th to the 12th. The train ride started at 9 a.m. on the 9th and ended at 11 p.m. on the 12th. Pictures and train schedule have been added to the court. Now listen here, my dear conductor. I hope you know that me and my partner here won't let you get away with a guilty verdict. Ha! And vice versa to you, DJ Peckneck. We are in a court of law. That kind of language is unacceptable. Ah, who cares, really? Well, fine then. The first witness I'll be calling in is a member of CAR. Believe, bring that guy in. Make it snappy or else. Hey, darling. Wanna look at the court record before the witness comes in? Alright, here he comes. Alright, give us your name and occupation. Name classified. Occupation also classified. What? My identity must be kept classified. No, hang on there, lassie. I don't proceed this trial without getting your name and occupation, so cough it up. Is the state of the universe in jeopardy if I do not comply? What? Yes, totally. Oh yeah, if you don't, the world will end. All existence will come to a close. I see. Well, for the betterment of the universe, I shall declassify. Name non-emus. Occupation owl detective. That doesn't look like an express owl at all. I have a very vital and classified sum of information that I shall be relinquishing to the board court. Yeah, that's right. You better. But information is not free. You see, information is valuable. I'm not asking for money, however. Information for information. I shall ask you one on the defense. Riddle me this, head adornment wearing neonate. What is your favorite color? Yeah. Incorrect. It is Smaragdine. You have failed the test, but I shall partake in this provision of information regardless. Behold. Witness testimony. So, I was taking a ride on the Owl Express, when suddenly I hear the outcry of another one of my fellow Express Owls. Due to my great concern of this event, I followed the noise to the boiler room. I walked into a most chilling sight. One of my dear fellow Express Owls had been murdered, stabbed with a knife. And when I discovered this body, I discovered the culprit too, an old woman. I had caught the killer in the act, as the clock chimed, it signaled the moment the killer was caught. Very decisive testimony again. And I can't wait to hand down that guilty verdict. I can't wait to hear the victim cry in distress. Yes, what he said. But since I'm currently a judge, I have to be non-biased. As much I'll be giving the defense a chance to cross-examine. Defense, prepare your weapons of logic. We are on it, Your Honor. Alrighty, darling. This is the big part, the cross-examination. All you have to do is choose which statement you want more information on. Shout out, hey, and I'll take a look at that statement. You do that by choosing press, and then you expose contradictions by presenting a piece of evidence using the present button. Give them a good thing, but don't present unless you're sure it's right, or you'll get a penalty. 4 of those and it's game over. Don't worry, you've got this, darling. That kid was prepared. So I was taking a ride on the All Express, no problem. And suddenly I hear the outcry of another one of my fellow Express Owls. Due to my great concern of this event, I followed the noise to the boiler room. I walked into a most chilling sight, one of my dear friends. Just because she was there doesn't make her the killer. But you see, I walked in on the act. I had caught the killer in the act, and as the clock chimed, it signaled the moment the killer was torn. Chimed? Yes. When a new hour starts, the clock chimes, such as at 6, 7, or in this case, 8. There's gotta be contradiction here somewhere. The testimony is suspicious. So I was taking... Well, that's no problem. And I certainly hear the outcry of another one of my fellow. You're not an Express Owl, but... Are you sure it was an Express Owl? Positive. I know what a fellow Express Owl sounds like. A noise such as hoot, hoot. It was quite chilling indeed. Due to my great concern of this event, I followed the noise. You're no Express Owl. Okay. This was it, wasn't it? This. This is it. It's just the last statement. But it was 8:23. Hold it right there. There's something pretty off about what you just said. And what would be off about such a statement? You say you caught him in the act when the clock chimed. Yes, darling. Yes, that is indeed what I said. Does that bother you? It does actually, because the murder happened 30 minutes after the crime. Or 30 minutes before. You consider the next hour. How can you explain this inconsistency, darling? Hey, no, listen here. I'm not gonna take this. Sure, that may be true, but maybe I'm mistaken. I saw the body and the defendant. The blood looked fresh too. I never said I walked in at 8 or at 8:30. Allow me to revise the testimony I gave. It's flawed. No, there will be no lies in my court, or else you'll regret. I did not lie. I simply misspoke and omitted information. Allow me to explain. Witness testimony. I'm not an express hour. As I said, I was taking a ride on the Owl Express. I'm not gonna tweet over my previous testimony, as I only need to correct one statement. I arrived at the moment which I assumed to be the moment of the crime. Obviously, I assumed false. I never clarified what time I saw them. Saw them at 12 as the clock chimed for a new day. It clears it up, doesn't it? No. There we go. The contradiction is eliminated. Take that, DJ Picnic. Darling, we have to find a new contradiction in this testimony. You got this. We can find this contradiction. Whenever someone lies to cover up a lie, more lies are exposed. Yeah, I mean, was again a wrong time. The statement has a contradiction. Darling, I don't think this. Great. Well, why didn't you clarify the actual time? I didn't think it mattered. It matters 100%, Mr. Emus. It matters immensely. Then prove to me that it matters. That clears it up, does it not? Doesn't give definite proof of that E9 committed a crime. Not definitive, surely, you jest. There are photographs of the crime and I walked into this crime, I'd say. This is pretty definitive, or do you have something to prove me wrong? Better be a contradiction. And why won't you? How do we know there wasn't any problem with it? There was an issue with it. You wouldn't pointed them out. My previous testimony had one flaw, which you pointed out. However, this testimony doesn't have any flaws. Zero. Quite a bold claim, darling. It's not a claim, it's a fact. Facts are only facts until proven otherwise. Then prove me wrong. I arrived at the moment, so I assumed to be the moment of crime. What? Why did you assume it to be the moment of... Oh man, my sound again, of crime. I saw the killer and the victim all in front of me as I walked in. I feel my justification for not assuming the crime has happened 4 hours or so hours earlier is valid. And why is that? Because why would the killer stand by the body for 4 hours? Oh yeah, that is indeed a good point. Good point? I think not. I think it was a marvelous point. An amazing point. It might be the best in the world. Nay, the universe. Obviously, I assume false. I never clarified what time I saw them at. I saw them at 12. The clock chimed. What? Stupid. It's It doesn't make any sense. Ah, wait. Why did you assume it to be the moment of crime? I saw the killer and the victim all in front of me as I walked in. I feel my justification for not assuming the crime has happened 4 hours or so hours earlier as valid. And why is that? Because why would that killer stand by the body for 4 hours? Oh yeah, that is indeed a good point. Good point. I think it's not. It's a marvelous blah blah blah. But this doesn't make any sense. And why were you taking the red move? That is none of you. Yeah, I think you're hiding something. Backnack. Oh, hold it right there, Commissioner. Would you perhaps be bettering the witness? What? I never. He says it isn't related to his case, so it isn't. Objection sustained. I always wanted to say that. Adkit looks at the witness suspicious. I'm not gonna tweet on my previous testimony, as I only need to correct one statement. Not definitely. Surely it says there are photographs of the crime, and I walked into this crime. It said this is pretty definitive. But do you have something to prove me? But you say yourself, right? Okay, let's... happens now. The game dies. Ah. Okay, go out for a moment. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's look at the picture. It's stupid that I can't look. Okay, probably. Put in skips, please. Yeah, faster. Oh, that's stupid. I don't need hints, I need a logical made game. Wait. Why didn't I have all the evidence as 12 o'clock doesn't make any sense. If it is bugged, I can't solve it. Oh. Sorry again. That's the last thing is the train schedule. It's not a go back. I'm so stupid. I thought all the time it's a go back. Okay, that's my mistake. Ah. What is it this time? Anonymous. Take a look at this. The train schedule, what of it? It says the train ride ended at 12 p.m. on the 12th. Oh, how disappointing. I was expected you were gonna pull some sort of elaborate shouting thing. You expect to catch me with that easy. I didn't find the body on the 12th. I found it 12 a.m. on the 11th. That opens a second contradiction, however. I beg your pardon. On the 11th, the victim had not died yet. Ah! If the crime had not been committed yet, how could you have seen it, Mr. Imus? Anonymous. Well, you see, you know, I only think that I should go. Well... What is the meaning of this, Emus? Don't just sit there like a deer in the headlights. Go! This is a bad showing. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard to fix this if your testimony truly didn't have any flaws. Darling, the witness should be speaking for themselves. I'll have you know I'm a certified bird prosecutor. I do what I have to. No, Emus, do something. Of course. Of course I can explain. Well, not me, but I know someone else who saw the crime. You what? Yeah, a second witness, of course. I conduct the nose of the second witness. I do? I mean, I do! Oh yeah, that witness, I know that one. Yes, indeed, one of my fellow express outs. The one who saw the killer and had a room definitive proof. Your Honor, permission to call our second witness. Permission granted. Thank you, Your Honor. What just happened? What happened was you losing. This turn of events makes Head Kid very peeved.
Police, bring in the second witness.
Alright, give us your name and occupation. Date, dead bird. Express hour. Well then, Mr. Bird, our previous witness, Mr. Anonymous, said you'd be able to clear up the contradictions in his testimony. Yeah, I can do that. I saw the killer go into the boiler room, and yeah, I guess I'll testify. Okay, so I was in the dining room, which is 2 rooms away from the boiler room. I saw this big old lady. She grabbed a knife from the kitchen. Then I saw her walk towards the boiler room. I wouldn't have followed them, but they were wearing my hat. I really liked that hat. But they were wearing my hat. So I followed her into the boiling room. I saw her standing over the body of one of my friends holding the kitchen knife menacingly. Headkid is now double peeved. No, darling. Every testimony has a contradiction except the ones that don't. But I'm pretty sure this one does. I think press X to adopt. Okay, that's no problem. One can believe that. Yes. They were wearing my hat. Your hat? Yeah, I had left my hat in a room, but it appears that old lady picked it up. It's a one of a kind. She put it on the victim before killing him. I don't know why she would do such a thing, but... What hat are you wearing right now? Same hat. I did get it back eventually. I can testify to that. I gave it indeed give him his hat back. Got it. So I followed her into the boiling room and I saw her standing over the body of one of my friends, holding that kitchen knife menacingly. Wait. You say... But on the pictures... He's not holding the knife. So, you are sure that she held the knife when you found her? Yeah, she finished stabbing the victim and was holding the knife. It dripped with the blood of her enemy. Sorry, Mr. Bird. Yeah, thank you for your concern. No, I mean, sorry, I'm gonna expose you. Exposed? You sound pretty dramatic right now. Isn't this a courtroom? That kid wonders why this owl is such a meanie. So... No, my bird. Take a look at this picture. Huh? What about it? Where is the knife? It's, you know, right? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not where I said it was. So how do you explain this? Pretty easily, actually. I just misspoke. You... Wait, what? Yeah, I guess it was in the victim, but does it really change anything? Well, looks like the teacher loser. Isn't it great at his shop? The lousy hour there is better than here. Can I go now? I need to feed my fish at home. Well then, that's a pretty conclusive trial. You proved a lot of inconsistencies, but never actually proved who the true killer was. I guess I could just end the trial here then.
If you're gonna waste our time.
No, wait!
Ha! Well then, do you have any idea of who the killer is then?
Well, what about you, kid? Do you have any idea? I think it was the victim. That kid whispers something into DJ Goose ear. Are you crazy? Well, it's worth a shot.
Oh, do you have an answer?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
What?
The defense would like to propose the killer as the victim! That's right, the victim.
You mean a suicide?
No, not a suicide. The victim is still alive.
What? This is quite the wood. You're staring up. Where's the victim then?
Right in this courtroom.
You can't be serious.
That's right, the victim and the killer is Mr. Deadbird. Deadbird. Wonderful. The victim never died because the death was fake.
This is quite... Have you lost your mind? The victim is the killer of all the crazy theories. Yeah, you can't prove that. How would you prove such a thing?
Well, if you look at the picture, this victim is wearing the same clothes and the same one-of-a-kind hat.
So, I told you that was given back to me by the conductor. So what if it's in that picture? That doesn't mean it was me.
Yeah, I was the one
who gave him his hat back when we arrived. So, where's the proof?
Oh, is that so? That's funny. If you got the hat back when the train finished its ride, then this picture doesn't be possible. Wait. And why is that? Because this picture was taken a day after the murder.
Ooh, no way!
So, that is indeed the hat in the picture, so how are you wearing it right now? But there's the final evidence. If you're here and you're not the victim, then that means if we go back to check the crime scene, will we find the body? Who? I had an insane amount of taxes I hadn't paid. I blew all my money on this suit and hat. I couldn't pay back my unpaid taxes, and I would have been sent to that bird prison. So I made a deal with the cop agent Anonymous to fake my death and pin it on QWERTY, and I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling defense attorneys. Oh, what a disappointment. Guess I'm not executing the defendant. The court declares the defendant QWERTY not guilty. Court adjourned. Would you like to try a different ending? Yes. So you're sure that she held a knife when you found her? Yes. Headkiss pushed the bird out of the way, replacing his spot with herself. Oh no, darling, what is she doing? What are you doing? Headkit revealed that she was the murderer. What? Are you for real right now, Lassie? Headkit revealed that she took the knife, slowly walked over to the victim and stabbed him. Then she took the knife and cut up the body into 7 pieces. Then she took each individual body part and ate them, and she severed them. Okay, chill out a little, Miss Ripper. First of all, the victim's body is still intact. Second of all, you weren't even at the crime scene, and finally, just look at you. You couldn't murder someone if you wanted. You underestimate the extent of Headkit's power. Your Honor, the defense is trying to pin themselves together, not guilty. That's desperate. Don't think I've seen that before. Well then, they can get a not guilty if I just... Guilty? That's wonderful. Come on. Okay, at least I can go fast. I want to... Hey Strike Cyborg, im Endeffekt spiele ich gerade Phoenix Wright, ja. Okay, jetzt habe ich keinen Bock mehr. Jetzt bin ich so häufig aus Versehen auf das erste wieder gekommen, weil B auch als A gewertet wird. Aber leider hat es nur ein Kapitel. That Bird Court Lobby, Birduary. Nein, B und A sind das gleiche in dem Menü. Congrats, darling. We won the case. I can't believe we pulled that one off like a magic trick. Und ich meine, ich spiele mit einem PlayStation-Controller. And thus, Headkit and DJ Grooves won the case, but this would not be Headkit's last case. In fact, it wasn't even her first. But in the future, Headkit would go on to take on many cases. Will we see them? Maybe. Probably not right now. Ace Attorney, a Head in Crime Act 2, a Mafia-style turnabout. Coming eventually. Oh, I would like to get at least a timepiece of that. Oh, that's... I mean, it's good. But I don't like the fact that I don't get a... Ich möchte davon an. Ja, die Loading Times von den Mods sind immer recht lange, das nervt dann ein wenig. Ah, geht auch. Ich hab sogar, schau mal, was ich hier hab. Leute haben sich sogar die Mühe gemacht, Super Mario Level einzubauen. Was habe ich gespielt von Super Mario Odyssey, die Stadt? Und Bob Omfield. Und von Super Mario Galaxy. Also von Super Mario 64, das Bob Omfield. Warte, wie? Ach so, das sind... Teile, die da noch. Der ist sogar Bilder. That's creepy. Mann, was für Mühe sich manche Menschen mit solchen Mods machen. Aber die Mechanik von Super Mario Odyssey hat man nicht. Aber das würde ich auch nicht erwarten. Also das reinbauen würde echt viel Arbeit machen. Ich hasse das langsam. Aus irgendeinem Grund. Aktiviere ich es aus Versehen manchmal doppelt. Ich habe immer noch nicht ganz verstanden. Und das doppelt zu aktivieren tötet mich. Weil ich dann gleich wieder ausmache. frage mich, wie viele von den Sachen, die man hier sieht, schon im Spiel waren. Ist die von irgendeinem anderen Spiel? Ups. Ich kann dir, wenn ich das gleich geschafft habe, zeigen, was für eine Mühe es hier wirklich. Ah, hier. Überhaupt. Ach, ich hab's nicht getan. What the fuck was that? Was war das denn? Normal das? Ich hasse diese Mechanik manchmal. Dieses fucking Rutschen. Hier. Das habe ich. Ja, ich hasse die nur manchmal. Manchmal ist die auch cool. Weil die dafür gut dafür ist, sich zum Beispiel schnell fortzubewegen. Habe ich jetzt hier einen. Ah, wenn es so läuft, dann ist das in Ordnung. Ah. Hab schon erwartet, dass überall eines einfach. Das sind coole Gegner. Gegner, die man nur mit der Fähigkeit hier ist. Ah, fuck! Ich verstehe das nicht. Wie passiert's, dass ich das manchmal doppelt aktiviere? Ich halte es gedrückt. Ah, sorry, aber sowas regt mich auf. Ich weiß nicht, ob das an meinem Controller liegt. Was ist das Problem dabei? Oh. Oh, okay. Ich könnte eigentlich... Zwei. Habe ich gerade ein Leben dabei verloren, wieder runter zu springen? Fick dich ins. Ich glaube, die Abstände waren verschieden lang. Aber ja, das meine ich. Dieses Du rennst irgendwo hoch und das Spiel ist so programmiert, dass du halt dann weiterläufst. Oh, hier einfach weiter. Das ist auch dämlich. Man findet noch diese Währung, aber die bringt einem einfach nichts. Oh, nice. Okay. Das war cool. Das einzige Problem war die... Oh. Ach ja, ich wollte dir... was zeigen. Okay, ach ja, ich wollte schauen. Ah, ich hatte hier. Was für eine verdammte Mühe sich manche Menschen machen. Schau dir das hier an. Sogar explodierende Bob-Oms. Und den Kettenhund. Und was mich besonders auch beeindruckt war, sogar den Warp. Nur kein Boss. Den macht er vielleicht noch. Ergeben tut, es gibt hier 2 Sterne. Den für den Kettenhund und den für 8 Münzen. Aber okay, ich gehe dann mal. Keine Ahnung, mir fehlt noch ein Achievement und es besteht daraus, dass ich 30 Modrift Tokens bekomme, also diese Münzen. Nicht die Uhrengläser, sondern das, was ich automatisch bekomme, wenn ich auch ein Uhrenglas dort. Mit dem ich gerade nochmal so einen Hutflair gekauft habe. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Demnächst. Ah, ich bin auch zu Hause ab übermorgen. Ansonsten vielen Dank und bye bye.